Hello, everyone. This is Sherry, another auditor here in Arizona. Um, kind of new. I haven't been doing it for like several months. For a few months I've been doing it, but I have not been doing this for several years. But I wanted to share something with you tonight here in Arizona. When I was out about, I had witnessed a car hit a dog. Now the dog didn't get hurt; it just got clipped. The dog was okay. The car didn't really stop at first. It went down on the street, and I pulled my phone out to take a picture. The lady comes up and asks me if I was taking pictures of her car, and she told me not to take pictures of her car, that she wasn't taking off. Um, I didn't actually get a picture of the car because I was trying to watch where the car was going down the street while I was trying to get my camera on. But I did double check, and if I'm correct, there's no privacy of expected privacy in the public realm. And I was doing some research to make double sure that when I photograph something or take a picture of something, that I can't be held liable for doing so, to where I would get arrested. I'm not out to get arrested. I know a lot of auditors out there, do it. I work a job, and so I can't go out all the time like I'd like to and do that. But with what I can do, I do that. And if there's anybody out there who has any, you know, my question is, why would somebody get upset when you do that? If somebody could answer this, I would appreciate it. And yes, my name is Sherry, not Jerry. So just, you know, as a woman, I feel that this girl was disrespectful to me. The only thing that came out of my mouth at the time was that that I said you were taking off. And she said no, I wasn't taking off. But she gave me a disgusting look. From one bitch to another, I try to be nice, but I'm thinking maybe, after the night, I may not be able to be so nice. I don't want to get arrested for doing it either. I would not want to, uh, intrude on somebody's privacy uh, as far as civil rights. On the other hand, if I witness something and I think that it could be a danger, I think that if not myself, somebody should, take a picture, record it, something. Unfortunately, I was the one there with the cell phone that attempted to picture. So, if anybody can answer that question on and respond back, please do not be rude or discriminatory. I'm not on here to be discriminated against or be hated. As a woman, I think that I'm just looking for what some opinions are. Is it because they don't like getting caught? And so they start going asking you why you're filming in the car, why you taking pictures of the car. I've watched a lot of other auditors that have been doing this a lot longer than I have, of course. And you know, they can sometimes get in trouble by taking a simple picture. But then again, if my thought is, if you don't do that, you're not protecting yourself if something were to happen. And I just want to make sure that before I go into any deeper than what um, before I go in deeper with my audits. Right now, I'm doing little things to kind of get the practice, but I'm also making sure I don't get arrested or can't get in trouble for. I don't want to get arrested out here in Arizona. I've never been arrested for anything. I really am not trying to. And I am, as a female, I am all for the cause of auditing. The audits I do, or for like, let's just for example say the Sikh community or an LGBT community here in Arizona. I look at what restaurants are discriminatory based on conversations with the employees that use, let's say, wrong pronouns or whatever. So I'm just doing small things right now, and I really haven't. I don't get out as much as I should because I do work. So, um, but I do agree with all those who are doing this and have done this for a long time that yes, You know, law enforcement, whether it's here in Phoenix, Arizona, needs to be held accountable. And I am not saying that I support the police. I think the police sometimes think they're above the law. As my spouse says, they are a glorified gangbanger with a badge and a gun. And that's probably true in most cases, or in every case. I don't support them. I'm not a bootlicker. Um, I don't always agree with what they do and how they do it. Um, so if anyone could answer that for me, leave it in the comment section. Uh, I want to get some advice from other auditors, like Johnny 50. I watch a lot of his stuff. I watch a lot of James Freeman. I also watch Arizona Auditor here in Phoenix. Spit and Cobra Cop Watch I've watched. Um, I kind of watch everybody, not to take their content, just to kind of, when they're out there doing that, if I was to do something like that, or if I ever decide to go that route, to where I would know what to do and what the rules are. Let's say like the 10 feet of space. I've seen a lot of police officers tell people step further back than 10 feet. 10 feet should be sufficient enough for you to record. And I do not think, from what I hear, there is anything wrong with filming the police as long as you're not obstructing in their investigation. That's what I've recently heard. So if someone out there in YouTube land could please let me know something, so that, want to make sure that this gets done and gets done right, but without getting in a lot of trouble overdoing it. Um, Again, I know that some of you authors like Johnny 50 and James Freeman and um, Spit and Cobra and Arizona Auditor have been doing this a long time. And, you know, by the way, if any of you listen to this, uh, please try to get a hold of me somehow on the channel if you can, or respond in a live comment, whether I can watch at the time you're doing it or not. So if I can't, I can go back and watch the whole video, and if you got something to say positive, please let me know. I would like to get with someone. I prefer to get with Frey Potato, but she's in California and I'm in Arizona, so it's not. I mean, I don't know how to reach out to her to. I would love to do some audits with her sometime, if in the near future, if that's possible. Again, I don't have any um, contact info for that, or even an email. So if anybody does listen to this that knows Frey Potato, um, please let her know that I'm, inquiring about that, and see if she would allow you to at least give me an email to email her, and maybe she could come out here with me and do some audits and whatnot, and kind of guide me through it. Like I said, I'm really new, but I am doing some audits, just smaller scale stuff. Like when I go out shopping or whatever, I have my camera on for several reasons. Um, One incident I had at a local Fry's food store here in Phoenix. I had a security officer um, accused me of selling food, which I paid for, but because I didn't have the receipt, I wasn't the only girl that walked out that door without a receipt. But this security officer grabbed my arm and told me that I stole the food, which I didn't. Long story short, I was there for um, almost 2 hours because they were going to call the police on me, which I don't know if they did, but they said they did. And so I did wait around for almost 2.5 hours, and nobody showed up. I didn't steal the food. I've been shopping at this store, that particular store here in Arizona, for since I've lived here, and I've never stolen anything from there. I think if I was going to do that, I would go to the manager and say, hey, do you have any kind of food that you're throwing away or getting rid of? Could you donate it? You know, so, um, but I called. What happened is after 2.5 hours of being there, nobody showed up. I did film inside the store with my cell phone and was able to. Um, I asked for a badge number. The I got a. I'm trying to think of the name of the security company because I've had a couple in that price store, but they wear the high vis shirts and then they're black on the bottom, so like high vis and black, so it's half and half on the shirt. I don't know what security company that is. I forget, but that's there, and that same security company is still at that particular store on Thomas, on 32nd Street in Thomas, up by um, a Goodwill, a Harbor Freight, and El Super. So if any of the auditors out there come across my channel or hear this, please let Fairbairn know I would like to see if I could sometime in the near future go out with her on some audits here in Arizona and kind of guide me through it. Um, Anybody can pick up a camera and take a picture, but I'm kind of new to doing this. And like I said, I'm doing smaller scale stuff. I'm not doing the audit. Once in a while, I'll film police, but not that often. But I do think that we as citizens uh, do need to hold the police accountable in whatever state and city you live in. Um, Again, I also do know that police can make false arrests just for somebody specifically doing an audit, which I think is wrong. If you're not doing anything impeding in their investigation or getting too loud with them, I don't think there's anything wrong with somebody filming. Um, but the reason why I started doing it because I watched James Freeman when he had his channel on. Uh, Whenever he was doing a lot more of it than he is now, and I watched some of his videos, and I thought, well, yeah, you're right. A lot of the auditors will say, get your camera out and start filming, whether it's police, whether it's government official, whether it's the court system, whether it's uh, or anyone for that matter. Um, but in every state, people get sue happy. They want to sue because you're filming them, or they tell you that you can't film them because you need permission. That's not necessarily true. I think from what I've read, the Supreme Court has deemed it not illegal to film in the public realm. So my question again to any auditor out there or anybody for that matter that would know the answer to this question, which I'm thinking that it's probably because they don't like getting caught, and so they have to ask you if you're filming their vehicle. But if that's the case, I want to hear all your opinions, but be polite. Don't be disrespectful. Don't be hateful. Hate is not holy. I'm not here to be hated on. I'm just here to find out everybody's opinion. So please comment in the comment section. Just be sure they're polite and professional and not to be disguised as discriminatory or rude as a professional comment. Make sure it's genuinely professional without any kind of rudeness in the wording or the response that you give. Okay? That's it for now. I will see you later. This is Sherry from Phoenix, Arizona. Good night.